They said engineers build machines, not legacies. That code and cables don't mix with courts and championships. But one man refused to believe that. Robert Pera, a quiet, relentless engineer, turned his passion for technology into billions and his childhood dream of basketball into ownership of an NBA team. His journey wasn't overnight. It was built line by line, risk by risk, failure by failure. This isn't just a story about success. It's a story about belief. The kind of belief that ignores doubt, that keeps you moving when logic says stop. Because sometimes the difference between a dream and reality is the courage to keep building when no one else sees the blueprint. This is the story of the tech engineer who bought an NBA team, and how believing in your dream can rewrite what's possible. The spark of belief. Every great journey begins with a question. What if? For Robert Pera, that question started in his bedroom, surrounded by wires, computer parts, and a hunger to understand how things worked. As a kid, he wasn't chasing fame or money. He was chasing potential. He studied electrical engineering, built small network systems, and spent nights soldering parts when most people were asleep. Life tested him early, with rejection, setbacks, and doubt from people who couldn't see his vision. But belief isn't about who supports you. It's about what you tell yourself when no one's clapping. Pera didn't quit. He just kept asking, what if this failure is just another test? That question became his fuel, building the dream from scratch. After working briefly at Apple, Robert noticed something the world was ignoring. High-speed internet was a luxury, not a right. Rural areas, small towns, developing countries, millions of people were disconnected. So in his mid-20s, he took the ultimate leap of faith. He quit his stable job and started his own company from his tiny apartment. No big investors, no safety net, just belief, skill, and obsession. That company became Ubiquiti Networks, a tech revolution that brought affordable wireless access to places the world forgot. His systems connected continents, empowered communities, and turned him into one of the youngest self-made billionaires on Earth. But for Pera, it wasn't just about building technology. It was about building impact. The leap into the unknown. Then came the moment that would shock everyone. In 2012, at just 34 years old, Robert Pera bought the Memphis Grizzlies, an entire NBA franchise. The world called it crazy. An engineer buying an NBA team? But what they didn't understand was that for him, basketball wasn't just entertainment. It was a lifelong passion. While most people draw a line between logic and dreams, Robert erased that line completely. He believed that success in one field could translate into another if you kept the same principles: discipline, systems, and belief. He stepped into the sports world not to prove others wrong, but to prove that ambition has no boundaries, engineering a new kind of success. Pera didn't run the Grizzlies like a typical owner. He ran it like an engineer. Every problem was a system. Every weakness, a solvable variable. He focused on structure, discipline, and culture, creating a team that reflected his values: precision, consistency, and belief. Under his ownership, the Grizzlies hit record wins, built loyal fan culture, and became one of the toughest, most respected teams in the league. Because success isn't random, it's engineered. The blueprint of belief. Robert Pera's story is a reminder that the world doesn't give you permission to dream. You take it. He built his fortune through logic, but his legacy through belief. So ask yourself, what's your NBA team? That impossible goal you've tucked away because people said it's unrealistic? It's time to believe again. Because belief isn't magic. It's movement. It's doing the work every single day until your dream has no choice but to show up. Call to action. If this story lit something in you, hit that like button, subscribe to Limitless Path, and share this video with someone who's ready to believe again. Remember them. The world doesn't need more doubters. It needs more builders. Keep believing. Keep building. Your path is limitless.